Hey, what's up guys, Beastermon here bringing you another Titanfall gameplay, and this time I'm using the LMG, and check this out. One, two, nice little two-piece right at the beginning. Not too shabby. I really like this LMG, and it's not a weapon that you can start out with, at least in the beta. You can equip a burn card, and you can get it. This is how I got it anyway. And this gun's a monster. So the fact that it says it's an amped, I forgot what the weapon is called, but it's an amped LMG. It makes me think that they're going to have an actual LMG to choose from to start out with in the game. Or it's going to be more common than just with a burn card, which is good news because that weapon's a monster. It could possibly be overpowered, I'm not exactly for sure. It does have quite a bit of recoil, and it does have a lot of damage, so that makes a lot of sense. I wanted to express some more thoughts, just kind of go in depth a little bit more on my opinions on the game. Just so far a little bit more. And by the time you guys see this video, the beta, unfortunately, will probably not be available. I'm not exactly for sure. I think it's set to be, at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe, Wednesday. So that might, still be up for a little bit until you guys see this video. It'll depend. We'll see. I'll still be uploading some more content of Titanfall, but I'll try and space it out a little bit more because I know a lot of you probably burn out on the game, since a lot of you probably play the heck out of the game and watch quite a bit of streams of the game and watch quite a bit of videos. I know a lot of people are probably gonna get burnt out if they watch too much of the content, which is understandable, but I'm just ripping people up, man, with this chain gun. I decided to slap the chain gun on because I was originally using the 40mm, and I step on this dude right here. Get out of my way. It's fun to step on people and all that good stuff with the Titan. For the people that do not like actually using the Titans, and I was talking to my friend Rob about this, I was like, I wasn't really feeling the Titans sometimes. Sometimes I like playing as them. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to play as the Titans. And sometimes I like to run around as a pilot and just, shoot other pilots and do all that good stuff. And I was talking to him about, what if they made a game mode, and then, he kind of gave me some reasons, saying he doesn't really think that that would, make a lot of sense, because obviously the game is Titanfall, and, it's about Titans, it's about the big mechs and stuff. And he said, I don't see why you'd want to, because the mechs are a pretty fun aspect of the game. And I said, you know what, you're probably right. So I gave the mechs another chance. I started to try and really enjoy myself in the mechs. I changed it up and just, try to, like I said, enjoy myself. And I've been doing a pretty good job, I think, at it. I've been really enjoying myself, just, playing around, just shooting the mechs, playing with the mechs. Even hopping on my teammates' mechs every once in a while, trying to get me across the map, because they're pretty good, source of transportation. I don't know why I said good there twice. A little bit of stuttering, but yeah, good. And I'm gonna jump kick this guy here. Check this out. What are you doing? Actually, I thought I was gonna kick him, but he was chilling on the roof trying to shoot my teammate's Titan. I guess I don't know what he was doing, but get him off the roof. You can't camp in Titanfall, man. You'll get snuck up on pretty quick, because there's not really a. You can hear people in this game, but it's not like even anything near Call of Duty. You can't really hear footsteps in this game, especially with all the explosions and stuff going on in the background. So I like that. I think they did a great job with that. There's no ridiculously, easy sound hearing perks. There's no sound silencing perks. There's just not really any sound. That's not how the game's ran, and I like that. I think that's a good aspect, and it keeps people moving because people don't want to be heard. That's one of the main reasons they're so, unwilling to move in Call of Duty Ghost, and just, a lot of these Call of Duties, they think that they can be heard, and they're like, forget running around. If I can be heard, people are going to wait for me with their expensive headsets, and that just is a ruiner for casuals, and then of course when the casuals do that, or just anybody, but it's mainly the casuals that just kind of want to play and have a good time, which everybody wants to play a game and have a good time, but the goal of a person that's just a casual gamer, they just want to hop on, play a few rounds, and just have a good time with their friends, or they can play solo and do it, and that's completely understandable. I cannot blame them for that at all. They pay hard-earned money for the game, and they want to play all they do, and that is perfectly fine, because they're just trying to enjoy the game like you and I, so more power to them. But also, I wanted to talk about Titanfall a little bit more. I wanted to touch back on this subject. If there's anything I think that's unbalanced, or bugs, glitches, etc., and I will definitely be sure to tweet these guys, and just give them honest feedback. I'm not going to be like, well, you need to do this and that. No, I'm going to give them honest feedback, because I really want this game to be awesome, and it already is awesome, but let's just make it even more awesome than it already is. I know you're thinking, well, how is that possible? Well, trust me, everything can always be improved, and there are some things that I would like to see them at least work out a little bit, because nothing's perfect. So one thing I had a little bit of a concern with was that carbine assault rifle. Now, we don't know what all the weapons are in this game, of course, and that's completely fine, because it's a beta, so you're not going to know what all is in this game. But I think that the carbine, for what range it has a little bit too small of amount of a recoil. If it's going to have such little recoil, it needs to do less damage at range. I understand it's an assault rifle, so it should do a little bit more damage at range than it does of the SMG, which is what I'm using right here in this gameplay. As most of you probably know already, you can see at the bottom right hand corner, you can see I'm using the SMG. And this gun, you know, especially when you put the, I think it is called, well, it's like the rapid fire attachment. I cannot remember. They changed the name. They made it something different. But, you know, it's something like spray or something. I don't know what it's called. It's like spread or something. I don't know. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the enhanced rate of fire attachment. It makes your rate of fire increased. Maybe less accuracy, but it is an increased rate of fire. I like to kill people as fast as possible. I can handle the recoil for the most part. I know how to handle the recoil. Now, I think that what they could do to balance the carbine is one of two things. They can increase the recoil, you know, and keep the range how it is. If it's going to have that much range, it needs to either have more recoil, or it needs to have, you know, like if they're going to keep the recoil the same, make it do a little bit less damage at range, so it's not as, you know, like overpowered. It's not necessarily overpowered, but everything else seems to get outclassed by it, at least at range. And the snipers, and I'm not complaining that the snipers aren't good in this game. Trust me, I'm not. But I think that the snipers are even getting beat out by this assault rifle the majority of the time. And I just think that an assault rifle, or just a weapon period, shouldn't be outclassing all the tiers that it does. It should just generally be good at a general thing, like, you know, what its class is suited for. Yes, it's an assault rifle, and they're generally an all-purpose weapon. That is the point of an assault rifle, for the most part. But it shouldn't just be dominating the whole field. You know, this, along with that auto-lock pistol, is the two most used weapons that I've ever seen. And I'm not saying the auto-lock pistol is overpowered. It's mainly used for killing bots, in my opinion. But that carbine, I see it all the time, and that's all I get killed by. But I hope you guys enjoyed my short little commentary. You guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.